Okay. Good evening to all. You know that after physics, the most important subject is chemistry to get the seat in AIMS colleges. So what areas student has to cover, what areas will be required to get 180 out of 180 in chemistry, these things will be explained by our great faculty. I will introduce one by one. Amit Bardwaj sir, please come. Sir, Anuj Mehta ji and Manoj sir and Ishwak sir, please come. So these are the definitely legendary faculty in chemistry. So they will explain. So how to get the score, which area you have to cover in chemistry to get 180 out of 180. This all explained by our team. So let's introduce yourself, sir.
Nice. Hello everyone. This is Amit Bhardwaj, and I am a senior chemistry faculty in Shri Chaitanya Goshal. Right.
Hi everyone, I hope you all are doing good and preparing well for your exam, and if you are in 10th standard then you are excited for your preparation. This side Anirudh Mehta, and all of us have been teaching here for last more than 3 years now, and you can trust me that once you come here and see the type of teaching which is given over here, you will feel that the chemistry, physics, as well as your biology become just a piece of cake for you. We'll be discussing about chemistry in the next 5 or 10 minutes. Manoj sir.
Good evening everyone. Myself Manoj Verma. I'm teaching chemistry from last 20 years and I am associated with Shri Chaitanya from last 3 years. So good evening everyone.
Good evening everyone. This is Ishwak Sharif, teaching here from last 2 years. So we welcome all of you here for this need to be cracked here. So best of luck.
Okay sir. So now we'll be starting with the presentation. I myself and Amit sir will be starting with it, and then Ishfaq sir and Manoj sir also will join. Yeah. So now today our topic of discussion is how to gain maximum marks like 170 plus or 180 out of 180 in chemistry. Sir, would you like to tell them about how much our students have scored this year?
Right. Lot of students crossed 170. Right. And they came here with very less marks. But in 1 year only, I will say in 10 months duration, they achieved more than 170 marks. So we will share you these points which help them to achieve these marks. Right. So step by step we will move, and you can take benefit from these points to achieve this type of marks in next year's session, right?
So this one session of 40 minutes will be very, very fruitful for you if you listen to it carefully. You can ask your friends also to join, those who are thinking of preparing for NEET or thinking of whether to take one more long term or not to take one more long term. All your doubts shall get cleared over here. So Amit sir will start with the very first slide that we have here.
Yes. First of all, I will say one more point. Don't think it as 1 year. What will happen if I will drop for 1 more year? It is like investment. It's like investment which can change your complete life, right? So it is not at all any wastage of time. It is investment of time to change your career, to change your life, right? So we are starting with the first point, that is overview of NEET chemistry, right? So if you analyze, out of 45 questions, if I say, which we have to attempt, almost 33% means 15 questions will come from every topic, organic, inorganic, as well as physical, right? If you take other 5 questions, so I will say weightage wise, all parts are equally important. You cannot be choosy here. You have to go through every chapter, right? Like in IIT, sometimes some students use a rocked strategy. They avoid or they completely remove some chapters from their schedule. But in chemistry, all the chapters are equally important and all parts are equally important, right? Now, if you say, some students have confusion in their mind. Like, I have prepared for only board exam. Now, how I can prepare for the NEET exam in 10 months or 1 year time only, right? So first of all, this illusion is not right. NEET is just NCERT based exam. So if you have given your board exam seriously, definitely you have done a lot of work already. You have to use this 10 months, 11 months to just sharpen those points, to go through little bit more deep about those points, and you can easily achieve your target, right?
I would just want to add one more point over here, that yes, once you have studied NCERT for your boards exam or your state level exam, just one more thing which you need to prepare for in the next 1 year is going to be the speed, how to solve the questions faster. In boards, you get a lot of time to solve, like 20 questions, you get almost 3 hours of exam is there. But here, within 3 hours, you have to go for 180 questions. Out of that 1 hour, you get for chemistry 50 questions, 45 questions, which requires little bit of time management. So we'll be talking about it. All right. Next, now we'll be discussing about what are the study material and resources that are required for you to achieve your target marks. Okay. Once you join here at Shri Chaitanya, you will get the best notes that you can get in the whole universe, I'm saying, for chemistry, physics, as well as for the biology. So most important is going to be your class notes. If you just compare the class notes questions and NEET previous year, last 20 years questions, even if you take, every year at least 80% of the questions are directly from the class notes. Okay. Good evening, Aruna. All the questions are completely from the class notes. So you can easily achieve great marks just by using your class notes. Most important, rank 1 I would give to this. Rank 2, or even I can give them a tie. Rank 1 also NCERT textbook, line to line you have to read. We have also made one more video regarding how to read the NCERT and how to get better marks. But that video is mostly for those students who have already prepared for NEET. So you can look at that video also. It was posted just before NEET exam on 1st to 2nd May. You can check that. Okay. Then after you have done these two things thoroughly, go for the Shri Chaitanya module. There are extensive exercises which are there in the form of exercise 0, 1, 2, 3 in your modules, which you will get here. All the PYQs, all difficult questions, easy questions, all are covered there. So I think doing all of them is not that necessary, but yes, completing your Shri Chaitanya module within 1 year, if you can do that, I can guarantee you, you will get the best ranks. Then in case this is something which is optional, in case you are going home, you are not well and you are thinking that you will miss your syllabus, in YouTube channel, if you look for the videos in the live option or in the recorded videos, there are almost every chapter videos which is kept there. It is not at all, compared to the live lectures, first of all. Okay, it's not an option for you that you don't come for live class. You can't study from YouTube. That's what I think. Completely you can't study. But yes, as a resource material, if you are not well, you can listen to the lessons. Reference books only for those students who have plenty of time. If you are in 11th, you can solve some other books as well, like O.P. Tandon, M.S. Chauhan for organic chemistry. Like that, many books are there. I would not suggest you to buy them right now, but once you have seen that you are getting good marks in your test, you can go for them as well. Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. I will add one more point in the previous topic. Actually, as we will finish our chapters, like step by step, like in 15 days or 20 days, we are finishing one chapter. So we will give you separate assignments also. So I will say class notes are must. Clearly, out of 50 questions, none of the question this year or last year's came out of notebook. Notebook, NCERT, notebook, NCERT, PYQ, notebook, NC PYQ. That's it. It's done. Nothing will come out of your class notes, right? Okay. So next point I will say study plan and the time management. Very right. Like we will go with the plan of 2 tracks, right? Like track 1 and track 2. If assume I am teaching track 1, Sir is teaching track 2. So you have to work on your notes and your like daily schedule daily. Don't lag behind. Like we did mole topic today. So you have to revise your mole topic today only. Do some questions, first class notes, read NCERT a little bit, then you will see the module you will solve. So daily work you have to follow daily. Like for 6 days you will follow this. Per day you have to finish those topics which are done in class, right? On Sunday you will revise all those 6-day class work because Monday will be exam, right? So you have to go for daily work, then for weekly, daily, weekly, right? And after 15 days or 20 days, you will see you will have one part test, which will include like 15 days syllabus, which you have covered in last 15 days, right? So then in that part test, you have to cover all those 15 days work or all those 15 days topics, right? So in this way, you are going through 3 steps: daily revision, then weekly revision, and then you can say half monthly, fortnightly, or you can say monthly revision type, right? So by 3 revisions, you will see, you will have a good grip on every topic, right?
Okay, but sir, one thing I want to just
Right.
say. One girl or one boy has commented stunning videos. Sir, I have given my third attempt in 2024. I have got 490 marks. Is it better to take another drop? What I think is 490 marks, that means you are very close to your, selection. So if you really want this to be your life, you want to become a doctor, you have already given a lot of hard work, getting 80 or 90 more marks in next year is highly, highly possible, given that you study properly. Okay. So if you come here, if you see most of the students, I will say 90% of the students who had 450 above are getting selected this year. So yes, I would say you should do, but I know that giving a 4th attempt might be a little bit tempting. You will be tempting to join somewhere in some other course like BSc or something. But yes, you talk to your parents. I would suggest my answer is yes. All right. So next we'll be talking about, hi Teja. So sir has given you things about how to manage your time and what is the time management you will do. Now sir will tell you about how to prepare for the physical chemistry. Sir, I will take 5 minutes for each subject and we'll do that. Yes.
We will go through like in sequence. We will move first physical, then organic and inorganic, right? So first, as you can see, first of all, some illusion is there. Physical chemistry is like numericals. No, first of all, this is a wrong thing. If you assume out of 50, 17 questions are coming from physical chemistry. Okay, right? So out of those 17, you will see only 5 to 6 are numericals. And those are also what? Just one step numerical, right? Like delta TB equals to I KBM. It is nothing like numerical. Very small question in like the 10 second, 15 second, you can even do the calculation part. So out of 17 questions, 7 or 6 max to max will be numericals, remaining 12 or 11 are what? Still theoreticals. Like you say, Lee-Chatelet principle, which one of these is Lewis acid, Lewis base, right? Or if you ask which one of the following is extensive property, intensive properties. So these are not numerical, na? But these are related to what? Physical chemistry. So don't think physical chemistry means numericals. It is just illusion only, right? Physical chemistry is as easy as the other organic and inorganic. Still it is fine if some numericals are coming. So what we have to do? First of all, we have to understand the sequence. Like most of students feel difficulty when they solve mole concept, right? So what they think when they join in any place or you are going to school, they become little weak in mole concept. First chapter I am saying, first chapter of 11th class. Then they think, oh, now, okay, fine, I am weak in mole concept, but I will work hard and in next chapters I will become good. It's fine. But I will say if you become weak in mole concept, then so many chapters will be affected by that. So you can't change the sequence that if I am leaving the mole concept, I will go to the next chapter. No. Because mole concept will affect 7 to 8 chapters of physical chemistry. Maybe if you are little weak in atomic structure, it's fine. You can manage it later. But if you are weak in mole concept, then you can't understand the remaining chapters. Okay, so it's very important that you have to work on those areas which are very, very important for NEET point of view and the remaining chapter also. Okay, right? Clear? And like for these chapters like mole concept and some chapters which are basis for the chemistry, we will revise these in the initial days, like we are starting classes from 2nd June, right? So we will run a foundation course for 15-20 days. In that days we will revise those chapters, and again when we will start the regular classes like syllabus classes, in that we start again with that. So for mole concept you will get 2 to 3 times in starting 20-30 days, right? Like IUPAC nomenclature, which are the basis for all, right? So next thing I will say, first of all, we will revise all the derivations also, because derivation they will not ask in the NEET exam, but it will help us to understand the logic if question comes by chance in between somewhere, right? So derivation they will not ask directly, but yes, it's important for the basis, right? Clear? Now you see, even 7-8 questions are coming, but the practice is very important. Some students are just opening the notebook and they're reading, flipping the pages. No, it is not good. You have to practice the numericals. You have to overcome the phobia which you are having for numericals, right? Even these are only 5-6 numericals, but you have to remove that phobia, right? Clear? So it is nothing tough, very easy. We will give you short notes also, like after ending the chapter, we will write a short notes in which you will see, you will summarize all the formulas of one chapter, which will be used mainly in NEET to reduce the time to solve all the numericals or conceptual things, right? So short notes are very important, right? Next thing you see, yes, definitely derivation we can tell you to just go through or to understand the concept. But in the end, in the NEET exam, so you have to use the formula. So you have to memorize it, right? You cannot derive anything in the NEET exam, then I will use the formula for the NEET exam. No, you have to memorize the formulas definitely, but derivation will help you to memorize the formulas, right? So in that way, we will go with some shortcuts, some very good strategy, so that you will be able to understand physical chemistry very easily, right? So you can see one of the question I am saying here, it is a numerical I am saying out of physical chemistry, right? So if you check what they are saying here, they are asking the molarity question. Again, in molarity, mole will be used, right? For that, we should know the formula that molarity is what? Molarity is number of mole divided by volume. So just very basic formula. What they are saying calculate molarity of solution containing 5 gram of NaOH in 250 ml of solution, right? So how to find the moles? 5 gram in how much? Okay, first of all, we have to find the moles. So 5 by 40 is giving us what? Is giving us the number of moles given mass by molar mass. Very basic thing from first chapter, right? And next thing is the volume of solution. 250 ml. No, 250 ml we can't put only. We have to use liters. It is number of moles divided by volume in liter, right? So I will convert this into what? 1000. So what students do mistake here? Sometimes they keep 40 by 5. No, we have to be conceptually strong. And second mistake, what they do here, you have to remember volume will be in what? Liter. So that easily you can solve all of your question like this only. How much time it took? Max to max 20 seconds, 10 seconds. So this type of numerical you will see in your physical chemistry, okay? Don't be afraid of any of the numerical part. We will deal with that very easily and very strategically, right? Right.
So yes, you have all seen that how easier questions NEET will ask. Most of these things you have studied in your 9th and 10th as well. All right. Now, moving on to the next part of chemistry, which is going to be organic chemistry, one of my favorite and one of the most interesting subject. Okay. Now, in the organic chemistry, you get chapters like hydrocarbons, general organic chemistry, GOC, right? And then in class 12th, you get things like alcohol, very important chapter, phenols, ethers, biomolecules. Biomolecules is the similar chapter that you have in your biology as well. So these are all the chapters in the organic chemistry that we'll study, much more than that also. Okay. Now, some students are very scared of this particular subject. Why? Because when they are introduced to the things like mechanisms, reaction mechanisms, they find it very difficult to learn the mechanism. The main problem there is that what students do is they try to mug up the mechanism, learn the mechanism. There is no mechanism that you have to learn. Every mechanism you have to understand. Okay, understand the mechanism, don't learn the mechanism. Mechanism like SN1, SN2, E1, E2, whatever mechanisms are there in the NCERT level, those mechanisms are very easy, and once you understand them, any question given to you, you can easily solve it. Okay, any question which is like, let's say a question which might be from the mechanism based view, it can be something like this. Let's say they give you a compound like this, add HBr into it in the presence in just HBr, and then after that they give you A here, and then after this they are adding alcoholic KOH, okay, and make a B here, okay, something like this. So this particular type of question, you will see that in NEET exam, out of 5 years, 4 to 5 years, all the years there will be 1 or 2 sequential reaction question like this. So here we should be able to tell that when HBr is adding, it has to go by a Markovnikov rule where, you know, the carbocation will form, carbocation will try to stabilize, secondary carbocation is stable, so we'll make a carbocation here, and then the Br is going to attach here, something like this, okay, and H will attach here. All of this you will study. I'm just giving you an example that mechanisms are not to learn, mechanisms are to, you know, understand. After we make a carbocation, we put a Br here, alcoholic KOH, it will go for E2 mechanism and will give you ZZ product as the major product, where the beta proton from this carbon will be removed and you will get to butene. So from 1 butene, you can go to 2 butene within 2 steps like this. This will be very interesting to do only if you understand the mechanism. If you don't understand the mechanism, we are not able to solve any of such things. Okay. All right. Other thing, practice the IUPAC naming and reactions. Most of you would have seen some IUPAC nomenclature in 9th and 10th. In 11th and 12th, you get a little bit of higher level. And yes, very important, once you see a question coming from isomerism, they might not just give you the structure of the compound, they might just give you the name of compound, like starting with something like 2-bromo, 3-methyl butane. Then added this, added that, they can ask you product. So only if you know the naming properly, then only you can find the products. Memorize important named reaction. There are 20 to 25 named reaction which are there in the NCERT. You might not believe, you might say, sir, only 4 or 5 are there. At least 20 to 25 named reactions are there which we have to remember. Something like, I'll give you just 2-3 examples and how to memorize those reactions, because reactions obviously have to memorize. We don't have to memorize the mechanism, but reaction we have to memorize. If I say Wolf Kishner was a person, he gave you NH2NH2, which is hydrazine along with the ethylene glycol and KOH for the reduction, you have to learn this. There is no other way around it. Okay. So you will be able to memorize many of such reagents by simple mnemonics. Once you come here, join here, you will see that. Okay. And there are 20 to 25 named reactions. Every year, one question comes from the named reaction as well. Okay. One question comes from the named reaction, like ozonolysis, aldol condensation, Kenny-Zaro reaction. This year the question came from Kenny-Zaro reaction. So those type of questions you can easily solve. One question I'll show you as what question came this 2019 year, 3 years back. Which of the following reaction is used for the preparation of ethers? Okay, once you have practiced all the organic reactions by making flow charts and all, then this becomes a very easy question. 4 options were there. One of the option which was, let's say, this was one of the option. 4 options are there. I am just showing you any 2. Okay. Let's say such a question comes to us and we want to solve it. First option, second option, third and fourth option. Again a question, if you remember and understand the mechanisms properly, then you will see that being a tertiary alkyl, both of them look like Williamson ether synthesis. Both of them look like Williamson ether synthesis. The option will be A, B, both A and B, neither A and B. But in Williamson ether synthesis, it's a SN2 reaction, and SN2 reactions never take place with tertiary alkyl halides. Okay, so here instead of SN2, some E2 mechanism will take place because we'll be studying this particular topic again and again. So here there is no possibility of ether formation, but whereas yes, in a primary alkyl halide, easily ether can form, and here you will get the ether formation. So this option will be correct. Okay, so once you join here, once you see how easy are the numericals, you will be able to tell all these things with so much of confidence. Okay, this is what you can do in the organic chemistry part. Now I would like to invite Manoj sir, and he will give you the best tips that you can have for the inorganic chemistry and how to tackle it. Please sir. Yes sir.
Okay, good evening students. I think inorganic chemistry is the most easiest portion of the chemistry. There is no numerical in inorganic chemistry. There is no reaction mechanism in inorganic chemistry. There are the few facts that you have to be remembered. That is only about the inorganic chemistry. Rather, I would like to be say you that this inorganic chemistry is only the study of periodic table only. You will say, first of all, we will discuss classification of the element, that is the periodic table. Then we will go for the P block element. S block has been removed from the syllabus. So P block element, D and F block elements. So what all about is this? This is all about the periodic table. Okay, so I thought that this is the most easiest portion of the chemistry. Now, as here we have this important topic, periodic table, that I told you. Then the chemical bonding and the coordination compound. These are the most important topic in the inorganic chemistry. You will see that 3 to 4 questions come from the chemical bonding only. Or this chemical bonding is also associated with the other chapters also. Then the coordination compound, this is also one of the important topic in the inorganic chemistry. 1 to 2 questions always come from the coordination compound. Now, the second point is there, the focus on the periodic properties and the trends. I think that is all about the inorganic chemistry. There are the periodic properties, atomic radius, there is melting point. For that particular point, I would like to say you go for the table that is given in the NCERT. There is a great importance of that particular table. You will find there in the NCERT for each block, for the each period, there is a table of its properties is given there. So I think you have to go through for that table. All the property, atomic radius, their melting point, their boiling point. Few exceptions are there. Or it is also very important that what happens, actually most of the students, they are scared about the exceptions, how to learn about the exceptions. So I think what you will do, first of all, try to write all the exceptions. In this way means it is always important to list out the exceptions. Like I am talking about the exception in the atomic radius. Okay, so rather to go for its reason, it is important or it is good to have the knowledge of that exceptions. For example, in case of group number 13, you have 2 exceptions. There are the 2 exceptions. In case of gallium and aluminium, and in case of thallium and indium. Then in case of, I am talking about the atomic radius. And in case of group number 14, there is no exception. So means first of all you have to fix the exception. As I am talking about electronic configuration, we have group that is a period number 3. Here is scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper and zinc. So dear student, I think everyone knows that the chromium and copper has exceptional electronic configuration. This is very common. In the same way, you have to learn for the 4th period that element from the 41 to 47, there is exceptional electronic configuration except Tc, that is atomic number 43. Palladium has a 2 electron move from, I mean to say that only that first of all you have to fix the exception. What are the exceptions? Where are the exceptions? Then after that, when these exceptions are in your mind, after that you go for their explanation. So I think that is the better way. And the second point regarding the inorganic chemistry, that it will move on. And the second point, whenever we are discussing about the compounds, of the different elements, what usually we do, we start with the group number 30. Here is group number 13. Group number 13, and we read for its halides. We read for its halides. Then we read for its oxides. And in case of group number 14, we read for its halide, hydrides like this. Means what we do? We read first of all for group number 13, all the compounds. And then we read for the group number 14, all the compound, halide, oxides, halide, oxide, and its hydride, so on. I would like to suggest you for that one, whenever you are discussing about the halides, you study in this way. For group number 13, what is the characteristics property of the halides of group number 13? Then group number 14, same, means we are discussing about which one? For the halides only. Then group number 15, means in this way, rather to go group wise, it is better to the particular compound wise. Means when we are discussing about halides, go for all the group number 13, group number 14, group number 15, group number 16. And in the same way, when we are discussing about which one? Melting point. So, melting point, elements of group number 30, then group number 40. Means it will be better if you go with the property wise, like melting point, like boiling point. So, it will be much better. So, here we have a question. For example, we have written, this is a previous year question. Here, we have to be arranged in the correct order of increasing their radius. Now, we know very well that this cation, here I am saying aluminium 3 positive, will be smaller than to which one? Than to the aluminium. And here is this magnesium. Magnesium 2 positive will be smaller than to which one? Magnesium. Size of the cation is always smaller than the parent atom. So, dear student, and about the magnesium and aluminium, you know very well which one is along the period size decreases. So, magnesium is larger than to which one? To the aluminium. So, dear, you will have a sequence here. We will start with which will be the smallest? Aluminium 3 positive, then which will be magnesium 2 positive, and then aluminium and magnesium. So, I think this inorganic chemistry is the easiest portion. Now, the syllabus has been removed. Most of the syllabus of inorganic chemistry has been removed, but still NEET is asking 15 questions. The percentage is not reduced. So, I think it is easy for the inorganic chemistry. That's all.
Thank you very much, sir, for the insights that you have given about inorganic. So, learning inorganic will be much easier than other things. I could give you one example. If you can just remember something like, I'll give you one mnemonic, something like if you want to learn all the spectrochemical series, let's say that comes in the which comes in the coordination compounds. In that case, just one small mnemonic, you can learn the whole thing. Okay, it's something goes like this: आई बारिश, सोनिया क्लास से 9 से 3 फरार, ओ ऑक्सलेट पानी सुनो, EDTA ammonia live in North Canada and Colombia. Just a small thing. This I can never forget. So once I tell you, you will be also never be able to forget this. If you know just this small mnemonic, you can learn the full spectrochemical series. If you learn the small mnemonic like सुनो जनाबे अली वे पंजाबी सब मन से गाते ऐश करते, you can never forget about the amphoteric oxides. Like that, many are there. All of your teachers are going to make the subject very interesting. It will not be boring at all. Okay, all right. Now, last few points that we want to discuss with you. Amit sir, please guide them that what they should do, while writing the exam or while preparing, what all things they should look at.
Right. Thank you, sir. So, like we said before, class notes, then NCERT, then what is the most important thing? PYQ. Because after looking at the PYQ, you will understand to which level questions are being asked, like which type of questions are being asked, right? So if you are preparing for something but you are not aware that what kind of toughness level is there, So how you will prepare for that, right? So you will see the PYQ will give us clear idea that up to this toughness the question are coming. So we have to work up to there only. Extra work is not required, right? If I will teach you so many mechanisms, but they are giving questions just from NCERT, it will waste time, na, right? So we have to be very limited. Like this will be asked in the exam, and I will prepare for this only. The next toughness level you will do in PhD type of things, right? So whatever is required, we have to focus on that part only, right? Like I said, from mole concept, if you see, the IIT is like different type of exam, theoretical questions, long questions, but you see the PYQ for any of the chapters of the NEET exam, you will see very easy statement based question, assertion reason, single step questions. You will not even use two chapters together, right? So you definitely PYQ will help us to understand the toughness of exam, and it will help you to achieve your 180 target, right? Definitely, we have given you many questions as examples. So just one formula will decide the answer. You will not go even for 2 steps to solve the question, right? Like, yes, sir. So solve this one question, show this exam.
Yes, sir. So you can see here a simpler question which is coming from the chemical kinetics chapter. They have given you the rate constant, K value is given. Like if you remember all the formulas, then it becomes a very easy way to do the question. Find the time required for 75% completion of a first order reaction. So in your notes, you will see that first formula you'll get is K value is 0.693 by T half, which is half life. And when you do 2 times half life, that becomes 75%. So 2 times you have to just use the formula. There is nothing, no knowledge is much required for this. K value is given, find the T half, then double the T half. So just your answer will be double of T half. So T 75%, which will be double of T half. T half is 0.693 by K. K value is given as whatever it is, 0.0046. Okay, because it is in second inverse, always take care of the units. This will come in the seconds. This is T 75%, that's all. Okay, all right. Next, after this, we have very important point. Sir already told you about this, that here, once you join here, every week you will be having a test on Monday. Prepare for it well so that every test you have confidence to write. If you get to see your improvement, then only you will be confident enough to write the next test as well. So there are weekend tests which are there, which is there every particular Monday or Tuesday depending on the schedule, and it contains 1/3 of a chapter almost. Okay, so 1/3 of a chapter of physics, chemistry as well as biology. Then there will be part tests, as sir told you, after every 15 days it will be there, or maybe sometimes once in a month it might be there. This will contain more number of chapters, because you are confident in one chapter, but when you have solved 2-3 chapters together, then it becomes a little bit difficult. It will give you a good habit to remember more things together. Then there will be the most important grand test, as the name tells you, grand test. Everything will be there in that full syllabus test at the end of the syllabus. This will be very much close to NEET level, even sometimes higher than the NEET level. So if you are, so I'll tell you about this year's students' results. Those who have an average of somewhere around 650 in the grand test, their marks in the NEET, actual marks in the NEET are somewhere around 680 also. Okay, so there are many students who are not getting 650 plus. We have their names also on our fingertips. We'll be talking about how do we remember your names, which is also very important. Sir will discuss about that in the study hours time, which will be there in the next slide. Okay, so if you want to reach to such marks, 680, 690, 700, your name should be known to us. Only then you can reach there. Many of the students don't even meet us for 1 year because they are shy or something, but that's not good. Once you come and write the exams here, you must talk to your teachers for the guidelines, and we will help you reach to these marks. Then writing the test is not as important as analyzing the test is. This is the most important part. Once you have given the exam, you have to analyze, like what wrong did I do or what good did I do. Like whenever Virat Kohli is playing a match, in case he gets out on 0, he's not crying about it the whole night. As soon as he gets out, he goes to back to the room, and he then starts thinking, what wrong did I play in the ball? Or once he makes a century, he doesn't celebrate it for next 10 days. He celebrates it for next 5 minutes, goes back in the room and see why I couldn't go to 150 runs, why only 100 I could reach to. That mindset should be there for a winner. Okay, so analyze the performance, identify your weak areas and work on them, improve. Okay, sir will tell you now how you can improve your marks by our most important aspect of this program,
Right.
which is study hours.
Right. Okay, one more thing I will add in test, like you have seen the weekly tests are there, and then you will see power test and then grand test. So one more type of test you will find when you will join here. There is error test. Like you gave one test on the weekend, like most of the time it comes on Monday. So you gave 50 questions test on chemistry, like every subject. So out of these, maybe you have done 5-7 mistakes. Most of students will do same type of mistakes, right? So we will analyze your test. We will analyze your test and we will find in which questions you have done the mistake. So we will take a short exam of 15 20 questions. We call it error test, right? So if you will give again those questions test which you have done mistake. So first of all, you have done analysis as sir said. So after analysis, now you know which type of mistake you have done. First step of improvement. Next, you are giving the error test, which will make you perfect on those areas, right? So definitely analysis is very important, and these error tests will help you to improvise every area where you are little weak or where you have to work more, right? Now come to the study hour, right? Actually, if I share my personal opinion, I was working like for 6-7 years in North India, especially Delhi, Kota. So in that area, you will see a teacher will teach you. You will just go home, right? There is no study hour type of things there, or very less time you will get, like 30-40 minutes max to max. But this type of culture, you can find here only in this Goshala campus, Sri Chaitanya, right? After the 6 hours of teaching schedule, after your lunch time, you will see every teacher is here only up to your 10:30, right? So for every subject particularly, like we will divide time. Assume you are having 8 hours of study hour. So for 2 hours we are dividing. For 2 hours for physics, 2 hours for chemistry, 2 hours for botany and 2 hours for zoology. And teachers will be available in all these hours, right? Maybe assume if I am present in these 2 hours, so other teacher will be present in next 2 hours. Especially like you are reading your 2 hours way, like every subject 2 hours. But still, if someone want to do chemistry or someone have doubt in the other time also, so we will be available here only for you all the day, right? So there is no need for shyness. As sir said, you have to be confident, you have to come to us. Definitely we will come to you first. Then that mutual interaction is very important, and this mutual interaction can be created only in the class. If you some doubt is coming, you raise your hand, you ask your doubt, and sometime if you feel shy, you can come in study hours. Sir, I am having this problem. If you can't share this problem in the whole class, so you can come personally in study hours, or you can share your problem so that we can rectify it, so that next time you will be very comfortable, right? So every day, like after one topic we are teaching, so we will assign some work. Like from one topic, we are giving you 20-25 questions or 50 questions. So in those study hours, you will do those 50 questions. We are sitting beside you. So whatever doubt is coming, you come to us, we will solve it. It will help you to solve the next question in a very fast manner, right? So your no doubt will remain pending. It is not like we are teaching you this topic today and we are available after 1 day or 2 days. Then so backlog will come, right? So we will remain with you, besides you, all the day, whole day, right? Clear? So definitely, teachers' interaction is very important. It will keep you motivated, right? You are coming far away from home, so we are like guardians to you only, right? So whatever difficulty you feel, come to us. We will rectify that mistake. Fine? Okay.
So that's all from our side. These all things we have already told you. Like one example I wanted to give you, if the time is there. Did you really clear every doubt you said? Ramanju. I couldn't understand the question you have written, but yes, I think if the question is that if whatever doubt you bring to us, will we be able to answer? Well, I would say yes. If you are coming to Goshala, yes. Every teacher will be able to answer whatever doubt you have regarding the chemistry of 11th and 12th class. Yes, we will be. But in case you are coming with something else, your personal life doubt, maybe we might, not be able to answer some things. But yes, related to subject, of course, for that you have to come here. Something like a mind map that you should do in the organic and inorganic chemistry. I would give you one example. Like you study in the chapter, all of you know this is benzene. So chapter will come benzene, aromatic compounds, how to prepare them, and what are the reactions of them. In that particular case, you can just make one small flow chart and never forget any of the reaction. Same flow chart you'll have to make for every particular chapter. So if I go for benzene, something like benzene, how to prepare benzene, you will study in your NCERT. You can go from phenol by zinc dust, you can reduce it to benzene. You can start from carboxylic acid, which is benzoic acid, and do decarboxylation by soda lime. Okay, you can start from something like a Grignard reagent and put it into water. This is your last to last year's question. Okay, this particular question, and you won't believe the topper of our batch, the topper girl who used to get 700 every time, she did mistake over here. She made phenol instead of benzene. Okay, so we remember these things. As a student, you also must not do such mistakes. If you're reading your notes every day, reading your short notes every day, you will never do such mistakes. Other ways to prepare benzene are also there, like you can start from alkyne and you can do its cyclic polymerization with red hot iron. Okay, takes just 10 seconds to revise the whole thing. Then where can you go from benzene? Once you have reached to benzene, where can you go from benzene? You can go to toluene by Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction. You can go to chlorobenzene starting by halogenation reaction. Okay, many of these things you will be able to do afterwards once you reach here. You can go to something like acetophenone by Friedel-Crafts acylation. You can go to nitrobenzene by nitration. So all there, whatever the reagents will be used here, those things should be on your fingertips so that any question which comes from sequential reaction, you are able to solve them. Okay, so this is from our side. I would like to call Manoj sir and Ishfaq sir just to give them, best wishes so that once they come here and meet us, they have more confidence among them.
Okay, best of luck. Okay, best of luck, dear students, and believe in yourself, and definitely you will get the seat, you will get selected wherever you want to be. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Best of luck, everyone. So we welcome you. We welcome you all to this Gosala campus. Best of luck.
Ishfaq
Thank you
sir,
very much.
there is a student who is having a doubt. Please clear the doubt. Who may I meet for the admission in the Vaidya program, sir?
Prakash sir.
Right.
So once you reach here, you go to the reception, or in your description. In the description, there is contact number. Please contact on that number, or come to Goshala campus of Shri Chaitanya Goshala. There is only one Shri Chaitanya Goshala in this whole universe. Please come to the right campus. Don't go to campuses which have similar names but not as good qualities. Come to Shri Chaitanya Goshala, which will be in the Vijayawada. You find the correct name and come, and you can meet concerned persons over here. Sir, Baswaraju is asking, sir, how to increase marks in physical chemistry?
Right. Okay, right. I said, first of all, we have to, we can't just memorize the formulas. First of all, we have to understand the logic behind the formula, right? So we will see how we derive it. Then we will memorize the formula. So it will help you to understand that part. And as I clearly said already, out of 17, I will say, out of 17 questions, only 5 to 6 are what? Numericals. Remaining 11, 12 are conceptual things like Lee-Chatelier principle, extensive intensive properties, statement questions, assertions and type, right? So you see, when you will come, you will realize what is the difference in other campuses and Shri Chaitanya Goshala campus, right? We'll show you the best way how we can teach, right?
Is asking, sir, will you support us in 2024 drop batch? Yes, all of us will be there for your dropper batch, long-term batch. So good that you are from Shri Chaitanya campus, Karnataka. That's a good thing. Okay.
Right. We are here only for to help you, right? As it's a dream for you to get selection, it's our dream also that we can help maximum students so that they can make their parents proud, right? And just the message, na, when after paper message come to us, sir, I got 680 marks, 690, 700 marks. So it is the a finest day of our life when we got this type of message, right? So definitely we'll help you. Believe in us, believe in yourself, and believe in your dreams, right? So come and right.
Right. So if any other doubt is there, you could post it in the comment. We'll reply back there itself. That's all from our side. Bye bye. All the best.
Bye. All the
Okay.
best.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Good luck.